Thank you. You know, in a terrible time like this, there's nothing I can say, there are no words to make you feel better. I know that because I lost my very best friend in an accident not unlike what took Muhammad and his son away from you. He was hiking in a canyon in California, and a rock slide came tumbling down. It had been raining a couple days before, and he was killed. And I remember the horror I felt. I remember the shock and the disbelief, and leaving his wife and his daughter, who's my goddaughter, who's 11 years old. And I said, why? You know, why did this happen? Why did not just a bad thing happen to a good person? Why did a terrible thing happen to a terrific person? And in your school here, a terrible thing has happened to 2 young boys and 2 others that were injured, and we pray for their recovery. But I can't give you an answer for why. 28 years after my friend's accident, I don't know why. I know that we live in a very safe place here, St. Louis Park, Minnesota. We live in fact, probably the safest the world has been since humans started to be here. Just think, you know, a couple thousand years ago, you'd take a walk outside, you'd be stepped on by a brontosaurus or
Eaten by a Tyrannosaurus.
And you took a walk, 200 years ago out here in the forest by yourselves, you might fall and break your leg, and there'd be nobody around to help. You just could yell and nobody hear you. So this is a safer world now than it's ever been. And Minnesota is one of the safest places in the world, and St. Louis Park is one of the safest places in Minnesota, and yet a terrible thing like this can happen. But it doesn't mean that you're not safe. It doesn't mean that you can't and shouldn't go about living your lives, and I'm sure you will. And I'm sure you'll remember your 2 friends, sadly, as I still remember mine. And this is a hard thing to have to go through it for anybody, for adults, but for all of you especially. It really takes a lot of courage, a lot of bravery to go through this and live through it. And if you feel like crying, you cry. And if you feel sad, feel sad. And if you remember happily the good times you spent with your friends, remember that too. So, but I wish I could say something that would make you feel better. And I wish I could say something to explain to you why this terrible thing happened. I can't. But I know, looking and seeing all of you, that Islam's and Muhammad's spirit will be carried on through all of you and through the good lives you lead. So I wish you well.